welcome to the WCW podcast. It's your big little sis De'Azia.
Chelle and De'Azia.
And good evening. Tonight,
welcome.
We are getting fucked up. We are drinking a strawberry whiskey sour, courtesy of the Tipsy Bartender. Shout out to you. It is Maker's whiskey.
Yeah,
is that
we
what
got Maker's.
Maker's, some strawberries,
lemon juice.
simple syrup.
Simple syrup. Mix, mix, mix. Pour, pour, pour. Right. So, are you ready to give this a try?
Yes.
You know why I picked this drink? Because everybody acting like fall has already happened.
And it's not.
And it don't start until September 22nd.
I feel like, when does fall start for you?
September 22nd in real life, like calendar.
I'm
And
gonna move this out of my way.
I'm not mad at that.
I be having safety hazards when it comes to.
How clumsy must you know, plan?
No, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. All right.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Ma'am,
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
this is delicious.
I'm not mad.
It's refreshing. I wasn't ready to give up my summer yet, so we're making a summertime drink because all of y'all have already hopped on this pumpkin spice.
First of all, can we stop hopping on pumpkin spice? Can we not?
Yeah.
Can we
I don't get what the hype's all about.
First of all, pumpkin spice is not it. It's the apple drinks is what gets me. If we gonna do fall drinks,
yeah.
Let me get some apple cider, a little spiced apple cider.
Yeah.
That's where we're spiced wine. That's where that comes out in fall. Don't give me these pumpkin latte.
I'm gonna be honest. When fall do hit, I don't plan on making a pumpkin drink as a type of thing anyway. You might get something warm. I'm okay with like a warm drink.
Yeah, warm, but not pumpkin.
Nah,
Pumpkin, I'm just like, why? It always leaves me wanting something else.
yeah. I'm confused when it comes to the pumpkin pie and the sweet potato pie. Like,
Okay, here's the thing.
if you had now you're here for the pumpkin.
Here's the thing. They are not equal. You cannot substitute. However, I will give pumpkin pie its own little. It can have its thing. Pumpkin pie can be like, yo, I'm at the table, and I'll be like, you know what?
You can't be at my table.
That's fair.
Sweet potato pie is at my
Everybody's
table.
sweet potato pie can't be at my table either.
But I'm saying the choice between pumpkin and sweet potato, it's going to be the sweet
Not
potato.
at the same time. That's what I'm saying. If it's like we're doing Sunday dinner, we're doing family sweet potato pie, and don't bring anything else.
When is pumpkin invited to the
Pumpkin
table?
pie is like okay. Oh, you got pumpkin pie. That's cool.
Whose house are you at?
It depends. I'm still only going to eat it when certain people make it. Let's not get this confused. I'm not going to the store.
I've never gone to anybody's house.
No, I've had people's grandma's homemade pumpkin pie. I'm not going to nobody's store and picking up the Jewel Osco pumpkin pie for $4. I'm not going to do that.
Did you try Patty's?
I did.
I heard it's super, 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 super sweet.
It is.
Is that good or bad?
It's good.
Do you warm it or do you keep it cool or room temp? Do you add a little whipped cream?
I am out the fridge unless I'm adding ice cream or whipped cream to it. In which case, I want my pie to be warm so that it can melt down the side a little bit. I can scoop it up with the crust.
Truth be told, I do like my sweet potato pie, but I'm pretty sure I'll take peach cobbler at any time.
Oh, I'm taking peach cobbler over everything.
Yeah, give me a good peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler is coming over every single thing. Unless, and peach cobbler is my true and true. But if somebody want to make a homemade pound cake,
or bundt cake,
or pineapple upside down cake,
come on.
You know, we can
I'm
talk.
ready for Thanksgiving. Now look at that.
You know, anybody having Sunday dinner, call your girl up. It's fine. I'll come over. I'll bring some wine. It'll be a fun time. Okay. Now I want dessert.
I feel like we have dessert in the glass.
But also, I don't feel like. You know what I
like strawberries.
I do like. What I don't like about strawberries is they spoil the next day.
Oh my God, yes. It's like if I don't eat it right now, today, in this moment, throw them away. Just throw it away.
I bought a pound of strawberries, and a day later,
you really be sitting there like, how many things can I cook or make with strawberries?
Just randomly, like, let me eat a strawberry.
Let me put it in my salad. And make a little smoothie.
Make something that I can put strawberries on top of. Is what we're doing. What kind of food?
Strawberries on top of what? is that? That's a song, right?
It is, but I don't know who made that. Why do we know this song?
Because we grew up on the box.
Can somebody tell us what the song is? Because I don't know who made
Because I
that.
feel like we learned all of our songs from the box.
100%. Call in. When they used to have like random free time, where you could be like, oh, it would be like a random.
No, you know the ones
Like
I think I learned the most be them 2-for-1s. Because you knew the first song, but you more than likely didn't know the second song. They really put the second song in there to promote it.
And you'd be like,
and they
okay.
knew everybody was going to select the first song. It was like a
I feel like
win-win.
that's the first time I heard 3LW. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm getting sick and tired of your promise. Don't let this. Oh, speaking of 3LW, I know this was not on our list of things to talk about.
That's all right.
But can we take a step back and go over the greatest reality TV show that we've had in a very long time, which was Encore.
Encore needs an encore.
Encore needs an encore.
Encore needs an encore. I want them to do a male version. I want them to do a mixed like group version.
I'm down for all of it. I don't know how that would work, but I feel like we would have another the band thing going on.
I was just in my head like
that.
the band. Getting attacked by
I know. I was like, what is happening? They came for the strawberry.
They love me.
That's ghetto, ain't it?
You ain't even get it.
It's close enough. Okay. It ran away. Okay. All right. No, so Encore, if y'all didn't watch or just late to the scene, Encore was a BET show hosted or produced by Carlos King. Carlos King. Anywho, it was about 9 female singers who were in previous. Huh?
I was like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it previous groups or solo artists?
Except for Nivea.
Yeah. Who all came into the music mansion to create an album, right? It had the 2 sisters from 3LW, from 702, which was Misha and Irish. We had Nivea, we had Pam from Total, we had Shamari from Black, we had the twins, Felicia and Fallon. Felicia and Fallon. From Cherish, who am I missing?
Keely.
Oh, Keely. Oh, of course. That's how we started. And Keely.
The creative director. And
Aubrey from Danny DeCane.
No.
Baby. You want to talk about... It took me back to making the band days of reality TV.
It was really a making the band. And I was like, wow. I didn't realize I missed this from television.
Deadass.
I didn't realize how much, like, we knew, you watch Making the Band, you think about Making the Band. Deep down inside, like, when the boys broke out in their song, but you don't realize it. Then he set a precedent with that.
He really
when
did.
He made reality TV,
really did.
okay?
And I feel like Carlos King was like, pass me this, I'm up next. And he came in with Encore, and it was deliciously ratchet. It was so good, because we always complain that we don't want messy, but we be wanting messy. And
but it was a good kind of
messy. It was a good kind of messy. Up until when, spoiler alert, Nivea left. Because I was heartbroken.
I was, but that was still good messy to me. Because I was like, how she left? And I was like, I don't know whether or not to be on her side, because I've been liking Nivea this whole time. But when she left, I was like, that's what you standing on?
True. But I feel like obviously we're not in the house, so we might have missed a lot of other scenes that probably made her really want to leave. But like, you know what I'm
talking cash money shade. Okay.
But I really wanted to hear those songs with Nivea voice.
That is true.
And I like the song. I did not listen to the album. I meant to do that, but I did enjoy like the little presentation or concert that they did at the end. Yeah, Keely was in it for somebody who didn't want to be in a group, honey.
But I feel like Keely's reasons for not wanting to be in the group were more of a like mental health thing.
Yeah, I agree.
And seeing what was happening in that house, I'd have been like, y'all know what? Here go y'all outfits. This what I got to contribute to you, because I'm not gonna be doing this every day.
She was creative director, and I still don't know what she creatively directed.
The look.
That was Panda.
But Panda only did it after Keely said, none of this works for me.
Only because the twins hit her up. It was like, hey, we need your help.
But that's called creative. I'm directing you to use your contacts to make that happen.
Before we get any further, I know the people are probably like, what's this drink?
Okay. We got Snakebites, everybody.
Yes.
So those are our shots. Shout out to the bartender in Louisiana, whose name I do not know because I randomly saw it and drunk it. But
don't come for us.
Don't come for us, okay? But it's a shot of whiskey because I love whiskey.
And a shot of tequila because I'm in a tequila phase.
And then you mix them together and get a Snakebite. So cheers.
You know what I think of?
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Now that we like we're making drinks.
What?
And so you know what I think about now that we're making drinks and stuff? I think about the Real. You ever watch the Real? And they have like Friday.
Yes.
And they always have like a cocktail of the Friday or whatever.
Oh, I've never seen. Oh, yes, I have. Yes,
they
I
did
have.
it like
yes,
later seasons, I think.
Yeah.
But anywho,
What's the other show? Daytime show randomly, but they have like now a male host, or they have two male hosts, and it was like traditionally all women. One of the table ones. I think the one with Sharon Osbourne. I don't know.
No, because she's on like The View or something.
Yeah.
They put men on The View.
I think it's The View. It's The View, or whichever one came right after that one. They now have a male host, and I was like, okay, all right, it's what we're out here doing. I'm interested. Like, I want to watch it to see what the different dynamic is now.
Okay.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm just curious because it hasn't been there.
So, okay, so you know how I was just saying Carlos King had took the torch, right? From Diddy from Craig Great Reality. So, we're going to talk about this because I think
We're going to talk about our girl.
baby,
We're going to talk about our girl.
Beyonce has officially passed her torch over to Chloe. If y'all have not seen Chloe's new video, have mercy.
Listen,
It's
you know
the-
she passed the torch because Mama Tina.
Mama Tina in the video, she just signed off on the whole thing.
Mama Tina said if I could have birthed you, I would have.
It was the visuals. It was the song. I don't think I've ever heard that
It
song
was the
outside of
slapping
TikTok.
of her own ass cheek for me.
Listen,
And I said, ma'am,
ma'am,
when you decide that I'm going to take over the universe, this what you do.
Yeah.
This what makes sense to
she
me.
looked good. We already know she could sing. We already know that. And the cadence of the song, like how she sing it, is very new Beyonce.
It's new Beyonce.
So, Miss Tina, concept, body, visuals, choreography, check, chickity, check.
I literally watched it and I said, if Beyonce had come out like in her 20s during this time of like female empowerment, female voice, owning your sexy,
Yes.
that is what we would have got.
Yes.
Like, this is literally if Beyonce had came out during this time, because like we really forget how old Beyonce is.
I don't forget nothing, but yeah.
But like, you know, as a culture,
It's because
you
Beyonce,
like,
happy belated birthday, B. She just turned 40, but she's smooth be out
she's
here like
smooth. Hey,
28.
you need to
Smooth
twerk?
28.
I'm here.
I'm gonna give you what I
You
got.
need knees? I'm here.
Oh, I ain't saying Beyonce give us knees in the minute.
Beyonce gave us knees at Coachella. She dropped
Oh,
that.
you right.
She dropped. Don't ever try the
I'm
knees. She
sorry.
might have held on to them afterwards, and been like,
keep it down here.
ice me down real quick, okay? We was down there for a little minute, but
Speaking of women being bad at 40, let's talk about Ashanti and Maya.
let's not, because I don't need to feel bad about myself. How about
I was like, so I gotta be vegan or pescatarian is what I think Ashanti
is pescatarian.
I'm like, I gotta switch my whole lifestyle.
Gee, but it's
is
not
what
even
you're
just
telling
that they're
me.
vegan or pescatarian. Have you
Then
ever
the
looked at their
workouts?
diets? Ashanti be like, yeah, so I eat like 2 pieces of salad for lunch. And
I don't know what
then I have
part
a
you seen
fish.
because I've seen Ashanti eat.
no, she eats, but she's like, her regular diet is not like, she gives herself like her cheat day
Yeah.
or like but her regular diet
Her
really be
workout
like,
too. Her and and even older than 40, Tracy Ellis Ross.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Come on. I'm just trying to be like y'all when I grow
Goals.
up. That's all I'm
Goals.
saying.
They just fine. Shout out to y'all. Black women.
Can I get some skincare routines?
Tracy Ellis Ross dropped her skincare, didn't she?
Did
has-
she?
I think I know she dropped her hair, but I think she had a skincare line.
Remember our random meet of Tracy Ellis Ross?
Okay, y'all. So like
Story
changing
time.
moment. Story time. We met Tracy Ellis Ross. She
Via
probably don't
FaceTime.
remember it. It was via FaceTime.
Okay.
And you know, my sis. Shout out to Shady Hable. She is an Ulta queen. Okay, walked into Ulta one time. This is when Tracy Ellis Ross first dropped
her hairline
Her
pattern.
hairline pattern. There was no announcement. Nobody knew that she was going to be up in the Ulta in Evergreen. Okay, happens to walk in there. She calls the girl chat. Hey y'all, red alert. Tracy Ellis Ross is here. What you mean? Like,
Funniest thing I've ever seen. So I'm like, well, hurry up and speak to her.
Like,
Say something to her. We're on a group FaceTime though, right?
because
FaceTime.
everybody called in. You know that one day everybody calls into your group chat. It was on that day. It was say Tracy Ellis Ross 3 times in the mirror, and
everybody showed up. I was going to the shower. This is the funny. I was going to the shower. I heard them be like, "Hurry, come back! She's here!" Britt ran to her car and was like, "My friends want to speak to you,"
and didn't want to do it. Like, I'm like, girl. She's like, well, she's leaving, so you are leaving. What are you talking about? What?
So shout out to Britt. It's like we forever mentioning Britt, but
It's still in my phone. I screenshot it.
Yes, we screenshot it so we could be like, we talked to Tracy Ellis Ross via FaceTime.
I'm gonna tell people she's my mentor. Wait till we get out. Yeah, Tracy Ellis Ross mentored me, and she just really gave me the strength to.
If I ever get the opportunity to meet Issa Rae, I'm gonna say that too.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna.
She has mentored me through the TV, and she don't even know.
Like, be great.
I love her.
Be great. And it's her.
She's really
It's her. I'm a public figure and still live my whole life in private.
Ma'am said, I'm going to get married. You know nothing.
We didn't even know she was dating. She was like,
that engagement ring, she was like, it's a ring.
It's a ring.
I don't understand what you mean. It's a ring.
What are we talking about? Next question? Next question, Drew.
She really
Next
did.
question. What is this?
Well, she was doing that photography tour for the movie.
She was like, what are we? No, it's prop. Photography is part of the movie. Okay, great. What? Issa Rae is not playing with y'all. So shout out to my mentor, Tracy Ellis Ross. She really needs to know this. She needs to accept it and probably don't remember that we met and that she's a major part of my life. But here we are. It's all right. Okay, speaking of artists who have dropped. Okay. So we got Chloe.
Okay.
Ari Lennox. Shea Butter Baby. Okay. She dropped the song at midnight.
Did she?
Pressure.
I didn't hear
pressure.
The song.
Putting pressure on your girl. Okay. I said, I've been waiting on you.
I didn't hear this song.
Yeah, this, I'd be up rambling 3 o'clock in the morning.
She don't sleep. She's a vampire.
You know, it's okay.
So out of like 5 stars, you give this song a?
Oh, it's a clean 5 for me.
Okay, all right.
That's a
so
clean 5
add that to your list.
She dropped like video teaser. With
First
all
off,
the
she's such
brownness.
a natural baddie.
With
too.
all the brown butterness.
Come on.
I said,
come on, Ari.
Oh, okay. You really shea butter. You just don't even.
She's just here.
She's just out here.
When you're unproblematic.
Moisturize. With wine. Let me tell you, okay?
Come on.
She be on live with her cheap wine and cheap champagne, and I'll be like, yes, I'm going to go get my matching bottle from Aldi's. Don't worry about it, sis. We are here together. So if you have not listened to that. But I was like, who do we think that she, we're like, Chloe is our Beyonce.
Yes.
Is there a Ari is this person for this generation? Like, who do we, because at first I was like, okay, she gives me Jill.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the chill vibes. She gives me
freak nature.
You're like, you a subtle freak. Like,
you don't need to know my business, but
like I'm telling you exactly what's happening, but here you go. But I'm like, she's also just so, I just love her.
You know what? I'm going to just let her be Ari.
Yeah, she's just nice to listen to. She's kind of coming to her own. It's neo soul.
Yeah, it is.
But you gave me your own little.
Maybe it's a good combination of like a Jill and an Erica. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then if they gave birth to a baby, we got Ari.
I'm not mad about that.
I like this idea.
I think we should let her know that her parents are Jill and Erica. They were sister wives at one point. And
this is how rumors get started.
I'm sure they don't care. I'm sure that Jill and Erica would be like, you know what, shit, go with it. Ooh. Nobody cares about that. That's fine.
Nobody. Nobody. Body roll. Hey, body roll.
Can we get a reunion tour since we're singing old songs?
So, okay, I have this like really big idea and wish, right?
All right.
For a Destiny's Child reunion tour. Hear me out.
Do we want all of Destiny's
I
Child?
want all members except for Farrah.
Okay, all right. I can do this. We can get jiggy with this.
So that's a smooth, 5?
That's a 5.
Hear me out, though. No. Just imagine. Is that 5? That's 4 and then Michelle.
Yeah, that's 5.
5. 5-part harmonies, okay? Because we know all 5 of them can sing. That's number 1. Yeah. On all the hits, okay? Now, we knew original Destiny's Child was giving us what they was giving us, yes?
Yes.
And then when it got down to the 3, Kelly was the choir all by herself, and then Michelle came in, and Beyonce was already there. So just imagine throwing in Latavia's bass line. Come on, you
That
sing.
bass, Latavia bass.
If
cold.
she can't sing nothing else, she gonna sing this bass line.
Oh, she got you. She down there for you. She is down there for you.
And then Latoya Luckett in that alto soprano area.
Is she alto soprano or alto tenor?
I think more soprano.
Is she
alto.
higher?
Yeah,
I never listened
I
to
think
like her
so.
upper
One
range.
album's
I
back.
lied. I
So
have.
you
I
been
lied
in the
in the car
with
with
me.
you. I have. You're right. So sorry.
But all
So
five, and imagine taking that 5, put it on our hits, like our
But what
Temptations,
songs, though?
our freaking Hey Ladies, put on our Bills.
Okay, wait, pause.
Can we?
We gotta pause at the Hey Ladies.
Hey Ladies,
Because the Hey Ladies on a 5-part harmony. Hey Ladies on a 5-part
no,
harmony.
I got you one better. I'm doing so with 5-part harmony. Come on,
Yeah.
you wildin'.
Okay.
Then they were already killing harmony on Destiny Fulfilled. What are we talking about here?
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Destiny Fulfilled though. Them 17-part harmonies that them 3 did. I don't even know that. Like, do I want someone else to touch this?
But you know, like, and I say that meaning, you know, they're in the studio, so you're recording, and then you know, but in live, like you really giving it to me with this 5-part harmony. You really giving it to me. I don't know. I see something, and then the show. Stop. Let's talk about Beyonce and her production value.
It's the production for me.
Could you imagine not even knowing you was finna get Latoya and Latavia, and then boom, here we go.
No, because I feel like if you're doing a reunion tour, I better be getting them.
Absolutely.
At this point,
I'm just
better.
saying the Temptations took all 20 of their asses out on tour together, and I
at
don't
the
see.
Copacabana. Okay,
I just don't know why we can't have this.
Hello, Destiny's Child and Beyonce.
I am Beyonce.
I am Beyonce, and these are the girls.
This is Destiny's Child.
Okay. Just saying, hey, if y'all would like to get a people, because Beyonce, honestly, I'm gonna speak to you because you can make up for the fact that you did not drop the DVD from your tour. Okay, from the Lemonades, and so I think we all think that you could just go ahead, round the girls up, be like, hey, everybody dropped out their kids. Anybody got one coming anytime soon? All right.
Everybody stop giving birth for a second. Cool.
And you can shoot them up. You know a little practice
Shoot
routine in the
'em up.
Temptations. Okay, go ahead and line them up. Let's get Kelly is already ready. Kelly gonna be like, watch the kids, and you know her husband is very chocolatey fine. He'd be like, yes, Kelly,
Everybody's
I got the
chocolatey
babies.
5.
I got the babies, okay. And so I think we could get that. I think we can get that. I like it.
So I'm just gonna be real frank with y'all right now, because we are recording this, and if you happen to hear,
Listen, this is a live studio audience. The studio is the house. Just want y'all to know.
the washing machine decided to go running. So if you happen to hear anything, that's what it was.
At least you know we wash, we clean clothes, we clean our bodies. Because the caucasity of some people that they be talking about.
Listen,
Clean stuff.
clean stuff.
Clean stuff. Please. Clean stuff.
So I want this
Clothes,
reunion tour. They really need to make this happen. In some
I'm
shape, way,
spending
form, or
all my
fashion.
money. I'm getting VIP.
Let me tell you,
Backstage-
I'm
is
never
backstage
dropping
still a
bread
thing?
ever so quickly.
Can we? Is backstage passes still a thing? Is that like?
No, they're not backstage passes anymore. They're like VIP special
Really?
granted. You get the tickets first. You know, you get. They are backstage though. You get to meet and greet. You get.
But
To,
you
I
know,
feel like Beyonce
Chelle over
doing
here
though.
slow drinking.
Ma'am,
Cheers.
the lies you tell on this camera
slow.
here while you was sitting there and I was drinking.
I have a strawberry. Anywho, but backstage passes used to mean you got the little meet and greet.
Yes.
Where's our meet and greets, people? How we cut
Have
those
you
out?
ever met and greet?
I did.
Met and greeted a person?
I did in my
Who?
young thought.
Who was in your young thought days? Who was?
All right, this is real talk. You know how you're like back in the day of boy bands. Back in your day of boy bands,
Oh,
right?
mhm.
Okay. And my aunt was plugged. Hey, boo. My aunt was plugged, right? So she got me into like the little limited meet and greet for B2K.
I met B2K too.
Okay. And I was like the only one. All my friends had wrote letters and stuff. They was like, you get to go. Like, you got to represent for the crew. Okay, right? Helping me pick out outfits. This is a real thing. Me and my aunt had a whole conversation in the car, like, which one do you think is cute? You better say the right answer. Because she had to make sure I had good taste. That was real. I was like, thank you very much. This was a real thing. And you know what? I pick was right. Because it was Omarion.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Before I met them, I was like, Bae is J-Bug all day. That's Bae. And then
I was a little Fizz.
Little Fizz was a cutie patootie.
I wanted the
ain't gonna hold
ponytail.
you.
I wanted the ponytail.
And then I met them. And then I could not take my eyes off of Marion.
Oh,
Like, no
Marion.
lie. Like, his skin was perfect.
He glistens.
His teeth was great.
That man
He
be out
had
here.
this, that just came out like,
Hey, Omarion.
I was like, I'm a fan. How you doing?
Hey, Omarion.
Yeah.
And hey, the
J
rest
Book
of the
still
men.
fine though. He was
The
still
rest of the men in Omarion's family. Hey to y'all too.
Oh, come on, because his mama knew the assignment.
Honey said carbon copy.
Copy and paste.
Copy, the cousins, everybody. Like all the women folk got together as a clan and said, everybody got what's we doing? Okay. All right.
Break.
Let's go. Like, they be posting pictures on their little mountain hikes in the sun.
Just out there.
Stop being disrespectful. People gotta sit at home with pillows. Don't do that. That's just disrespectful. We don't need you to do that. Like, all right. So, gotta take a quick little moment after Omarion. Hey, boo, again, to make a drink because come on,
It's women, cocktails, and whatever.
oh, whatever is Omarion.
So we're doing second shot of the Snakebite.
Mhm.
So get your shots.
Get your shots or whatever that you like. Get your shots or whatever that you like. Get your shots or whatever that you like. I'm finna take this snake bite. Come on, somebody. I was a rapper in a former life.
Sing a gospel.
I be trying to take my shots quick and think that it's gonna
Nah.
not beat up that. It still does the same thing.
Nah. Okay, sis. So we watch a lot of TV,
We do.
and the talk of the town.
Oh, nope.
The word on the street is.
Mm-mm. Word of the street is I don't like most of them.
So, if anybody watches Real Housewives of Potomac like us, we're just gonna get into the Potomac bag a little bit because I feel like a lot of good topics and conversation comes up when I'm watching this show.
Shout out to everyone from Real Housewives of Potomac except for Giselle, Robin, and Candace.
Whew, tell them how you really feel.
I didn't hated them for a very long time. That is since season 1. I've
You
been
know
like,
why it's funny? Because I watched them in real time, and I know you binged to watch them to catch up until the season of the greatest season, which was last season with Monique and Candace.
Hey,
Clash.
Monique, special shout out to
Special
Monique.
shout out to Monique.
We miss you. Please come back. Bye,
I
Candace.
would love to have Monique back next season with Wendy being the place of now she fully understands Monique, right?
I feel like she needs to be at the reunion. I feel like
Well, her binder.
I feel like Monique need to be there with her binder.
Yeah.
And they all need to apologize to her
Yes.
because y'all tried it.
So for those who don't watch, right? I mean, we can't give you too much background. I feel like because that's 5 seasons worth of stuff. So I hope you just been watching.
Candace is mouthy.
Here's my thing about Candace. I feel like I like her. Like I would, in theory, like when she's not in the middle of stuff, she's
Feel like
funny.
I would like to fight her.
Okay. She's
That's what I
funny.
feel
She's witty. She seems like a good time. She's outgoing. She's she's got these good
Yeah, that's
characteristics and attributes about herself. But her messy or her shade, and now don't get me wrong, Real Housewives is supposed to shade. That's what
No,
they do.
she's a society
But
girl. She's a mean girl.
Thank you. It comes off like
Yeah.
below the belt, and I'm like, you don't really have to be that person.
Yeah, your mom
For
bullied you your
example,
whole life
on the
and now
most
you do
recent,
that. Mhm.
on the most recent episode of Potomac, they go to dinner for Robin's birthday, and Ashley hadn't said a thing to her, and she immediately was like, "Cause this hoe," and I was like,
She always comes for Ashley.
"Oh,
and
that's because
I'm not sure how people keep being like, Ashley is the messy one and Ashley is the one who starts everything. When you got this mouthy person always saying stuff to me.
The real issue that Candace have with Ashley, and let's be real, is the fact that Ashley, when she went to court on behalf of Monique, spoke her real life experience with you and unfortunately, it didn't shine a nice light on you.
Because you pulled a knife on me.
You pulled it like I didn't make these things up. This is fact.
Like you wanted me to go to court and commit perjury.
It happened.
That's what you wanted me to do.
They asked me, what is my experience with you as a person? Have I had good times? Yes. Have I had bad times? Yes. What were those bad times? The time you pulled a knife out on me. Like, let's talk about it.
I've constantly seen you threatening me and other people.
And then everybody likes to bring up the fact that Ashley's not a saint, which she was not in the first season or 2. Right? She was extremely messy, maybe even 3. Yeah. But I feel like Ashley had calmed down a lot. She's in her charade bag.
Was she
just
more messy than Giselle? People keep throwing that she's messy around. Was she more messy than every rumor that
Giselle be immaturely messy? Like coming to dinner with a t-shirt on, talking about my financial woes and my husband is petty. It ain't even like good messy. It's
convincing your best friend in quotes, to go up to somebody's place of business to confront them over your non-existent relationship at the time.
Sips drink.
I don't understand how we got. Ma'am, you're not gonna keep setting me up for the okie doke. Giselle set Robin up for the okie doke every 2 days. Every 2 days, I feel like she wake up and be like, I don't want to think about the fact that my man keeps cheating on me and that he don't want me. You know, figure out what I can do in Robin's life. That's what I think she does.
Be messy.
Just be messy. And then call everybody else messy.
Okay, let's get to the big talk though, right? So it's the Giselle versus Wendy thing, okay? So if you don't know, there was a rumor, the blogs had stated that Wendy's husband was cheating on her.
Is the blog code for Giselle?
No, I'm going to say this was from whatever other, resources that they may have had or whatever. Excuse me. Where was I going with that?
Giselle.
Oh, right. So Wendy this season had decided to get a little plastic surgery, just to zhuzh up some things. Her happiness. And she had been acting a little bit more wilder, a little bit more not like herself from the previous season, where the first season she was like a commentator, a professor. I'm real, in that world, her professionalism. And this year she's a little bit more free, a little bit more like I'm out here. And so
no, but also it wasn't even I'm a professional. Wendy was on some I'm holier than thou. Okay. I'm better than and I'm above all of this.
Okay.
That's what the energy she came in with. And then this season you like, I'm with the shits. Everything's great.
And so Giselle was saying that she felt as if Wendy had changed. And she wondered if she had changed due to the fact that this rumor had came up. So maybe she's trying to spice things up for her man, because rumor was allegedly he had cheated on her. Okay, go ahead.
So here's the thing. I agree with what Ascala said. Ascala is the new girl to the crew. At the table where she said the way in which Ashley asked that question assumes that the rumor was true.
Okay.
I agree with her. That is literally how Giselle spread the rumor around. Because it's one thing truly, and we'll have a whole conversation about like, are you body shaming or are you just like making sure someone is coming from like a mentally clear headspace, right? We should not ignore stuff like that, because that's a real thing. Like, people's mental health and emotional health shows up in different ways.
Yes.
As a friend asking you that question, think. But when you come to it and be like, how she had the conversation with Robin, who knew the whole time because she had already talked to Wendy about it and lied and pretended she didn't, for the sake of being messy. Y'all start the conversation with, because if you see your man being attracted to other people who look differently, that might make you want to get your body. That's already insinuating that some part of that rumor is true.
Yeah.
And that the only reason she's considering doing this is because, like, oh, my man ain't looking at me no more. That's just what it is. So then for you to be like, oh, it was just innocent. I was just checking on my friend. First of all, you don't have no real friends.
Robin.
You don't have no real friends. Giselle. Robin ain't your friend. Or actually, Giselle ain't your friend. Giselle secretly wants your man.
Okay, all right, okay. I'm over the.
She said, you can hear your fat ass.
Yes, she did.
First of all, bitch, we is talking about my mental health. Why is you talking about my man looks?
Facts.
How do we get here?
Facts.
How do we get here? What did that have to do with anything? Pay attention. Giselle, we see you. We see you. We're not here for it. I didn't. Okay, go ahead.
That whole thing is just kind of like, but also in that same breath, and I'm not taking up for Giselle, but also Wendy has changed from her first season, and so I just think as a friend that may not be something you want to mention on air.
If it's really just a friend. Because you know how to keep yourself private.
Oh, exactly.
You at the table,
ask you anything.
You at the table coming at everybody head about every part of their life, and then somebody be like, "Oh, so what's the status of your relationship?"
I don't want to talk about it because Miss Huger's at the table.
Ma'am, you should stop talking then.
Asking everybody their business.
Asking all them questions. Assuming?
Asking all them questions. Assuming?
Shout out to y'all early internet days.
Man, 2000, what was that, 9, 10?
Probably, I think so.
That was a hit.
Early internet days. Shout out to Emilio. We appreciate you.
Yes.
But yeah, so I don't like that about being able to, if you're throwing stones, you can't, it ain't even living in the glass house. I'm looking at you throw stones and then you telling me that's not what you're
doing. What's your favorite thing? Kettle calling the kitchen appliance?
Hot calling the kettle a kitchen appliance. Okay, we cannot do that. Do not be the pot calling the kettle a kitchen appliance around here. It's not.
We're not doing that.
At least be a grill.
Okay.
Like, come
next
on.
Next step, be a grill.
Be a grill.
Next part that was a little touchy. Okay. Mm-hmm. So at the table, the same dinner that was for Robin's birthday, and Candace started calling Ashley a hoe. And then you say what?
Once upon a time, not long ago,
I was a hoe.
And I'm an idiot.
Riley, come on. They're gonna be like, what is happening?
Hey.
But she also goes and starts to insult her. And she says, with your wide back and your breast milk and the whole nine, right? Your forehead. Now,
it's not always having comments for moms.
Here's my thing about Housewives, or not that Candace is not like verbally an assassin. Like, she can get you with her words. But the wide back to a woman who she was literally just talking about how she was struggling to lose the weight after just having a baby. Yeah. How is that not body shaming someone who just like...
And then you try and backtrack. Like, you called her wide body and then said, I was talking about your forehead, when everybody at the table, everybody faced the messiest of messy at the table was like, we gonna talk about her body post baby like that? See, that's why I took my thing off, but like, you, the messiest of messy at the table, can say, all right, like, respect to new moms.
Yeah.
And respect to, like, women who, when we acknowledge that someone is having, like, this is a little touchy, difficult subject for you. Let's at least back away from it. You push into that. That's why you got dragged.
Listen.
That's why you got dragged, because you think you're going to push into people.
You think people really, here's the thing. People are raised differently. Listen. Just because you think you can talk a lot of talk and nobody's supposed to do anything to you, that's a privilege to feel.
And that's why I called her a society girl.
Exactly. Everybody does not grow up that way. In your regular neighborhood, your regular hood, you talk crazy, you get slapped. Okay?
Run up, get done up. You want to talk shit, you want to run your mouth. Okay? This is the level that people get raised in. But I don't even think it's just that.
And then, pause, put a pin in it, because you don't get to do all this. You gung-ho, strong in your feelings and emotions, and then when somebody pop you, you got this triangle piece of tissue, and you can't help but play, I can't believe
it's the triangle tissue. It's the triangle tissue with the tears for me. Because, like, it's also not even, you don't only talk. You think you can physically cross somebody's boundaries. Like, you verbally cross my boundaries and attack me. You physically put yourself in my space. And then I'm supposed to be the mature one? For why?
I can be.
For what? Oh, honey. No, listen. My mama told me a long time ago, know your level of crazy. And if you don't think you can out crazy somebody, sit down.
Sat down.
Sit down.
For the people in the back.
For the people in the back, sit down. Don't listen. It's some people that I be like, you know what? No, not it.
Y'all don't know the cat that lives inside of this.
Listen, because the cat knows and be like, you can't just be out here. Candace her cat don't have no chill.
Her cat has no
Your
chill.
cat has no chill, and it needs to. It needs to find its own kitty litter, stay out of other people's.
All I'm saying is you can be shady, but don't. First of all, the conversation shouldn't start below the belt. Like she starts below. Can we get
and
there?
then it gets lower.
Can we get there? And then defends the bullshit. Like at some point, you got to take accountability for your bullshit. You have to.
Because you were already commenting, and my problem, specifically when it comes to her body shaming and her talking about her, like, in her breast milk, that's not the first time you said that comment. Because you said it when she was at the house.
Yes.
And you made it seem like, oh, take your breast milk.
And then she also made it seem as if Ashley was joking in the kitchen when she was like, that's not how that was supposed to go. I genuinely don't think Ashley
No,
went into
Ashley literally went in there and was like, that is not how I... It was a moment of, I literally played this conversation out and did not think that, like...
this was going to be the outcome.
And based on how she came at that conversation, she said multiple times, I don't think it was malicious. That's not why I'm talking to you about it. I'm genuinely just like... She, more than Giselle, I think, was coming from concern.
I honestly do. And the fact that she was like, I know what that feels like. Because last year, I was in a situation... I was approached by the situation where my man was caught doing some stuff. So I feel like I can relate to you, which is why I'm trying to have this conversation with you. I never thought Ashley was being like...
Thing. I think part of why Wendy couldn't hear that from her is because of the stance that she took last year. So you can't hear Ashley coming to you being genuine, saying like, actually, I'm trying to check on you because I know what that feels like.
Right.
When Giselle specifically, when the girls get a hold of something.
Yes.
And it has to do with your husband.
Yes.
You know the stance that you took when it came to Monique. You also know the stance that you took when it came to Ashley. So you can't hear that nicely because you weren't nice about it. You let the mean girls play. So now they playing with you. One time to say
I don't even think we halfway through and I can't wait for the reunion show.
Listen, I want Ashley. Okay, legally.
I want Monique back.
Legally, I don't want anybody to put hands on anybody. Okay? But if Ashley so happened to just like, in her hormonal post-baby strength, happen to need something on the other side of Candace, and she get knocked down in the process,
I'm gonna look at these notes.
you know, nobody is gonna be upset about it for real except for Giselle. I feel like Giselle be sitting there waiting like, am I next?
I don't understand how every season it has been Giselle picking off people, right? Every season.
Listen, they have let Giselle be, and this is what I said. They let Giselle and Robin.
I don't want to cut you off. Hold on. But when Karen got Giselle together at that reunion last year, baby.
That lady said, that was his number. Oh. Your daddy said.
Is he here? Are y'all together?
I never seen him. You seen him? I ain't
Monique
never
was
seen him.
like, receipts. So,
It's the fact that Giselle is mad at Karen for rumors that she's spreading about her family. Lady, your daddy said it.
Your daddy. On hot mic.
Your daddy said it on the mic because you didn't tell him, Daddy, they keep the mics rolling. You was so, oh, my dad. You should have told your dad. Stop talking when he walks out the room. You should have told him, don't talk until they take this off. You should have walked with him out to make sure.
Daddy, quiet.
Now you mad at her for something. She didn't make that up. Your daddy told. That's just. But I'm mad because I feel like comparing reality shows, I feel like the way that Potomac allows Giselle and Robin to run free is how they did with like Shani and Evelyn.
Oh my God, come on.
It's literally apples and apples, green and red. The difference is Giselle don't have no producer credit, so why does she get to get away with this?
Do she not? I mean, I haven't paid attention to...
To my knowledge, she is just, you have a champagne glass like everybody else.
All right.
So that's why I'm like, why are you out here?
She found her role and stuck to it. That's all I got there.
Ooh, she got it. Somebody got to. I don't want Karen to have to get her together anymore. Who I want to get her together is actually a scholar.
Oh, yes. A scholar, she needs to be official.
A scholar needs a champagne. Can we give Candace's champagne? Is that why she bought a scholar in? Is she
No, Robin brought a scholar in.
Oh, well, can we replace Candace with her? Because I don't really.
How do you feel about Mia? Jury still out?
I feel like Mia is trying to lie about her life. Her past life, not her current life. Instead of just like, girl, it's alright. Embrace it. Use a stripper.
It's okay. I mean,
you've gone on to like own businesses. It's fine. Like nobody.
That was your previous life.
It's cool. Like, but I get it because you might not want to say that you got kids, so you might not actually want that on air for like
the world. To
her
see
kid is old enough to look at
record.
video clips of his mom. You don't want to. So I get it. But Mia for me was the winner when she was like, she said you're a weak bitch.
I mean, in theory, that's what she said.
That's what she said. Also, our bad, y'all. Spoiler. Did we say spoiler alert before we started this?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, you already in here though, so it don't matter. But yeah, she said that lady said you a weak bitch. That's not exactly what she said, but
it's
that's
so many words.
what it translated to in my head.
If you're not strong enough to be a part of this group and handle this conversation, aka you're a weak.
You're a weak bitch.
She said if you can't handle, you should leave.
First of all, I don't know how the girls on me on Giselle head. I wouldn't have cared how she said that.
It's weird because
I'd have been like, all right, so we gonna talk about Pastor Bryant.
Listen,
We gonna talk about your stepkids you ain't want. We gonna talk about when the last time you saw him.
ma'am.
You said we gotta talk about it.
Okay,
That's
I
what
did.
she said.
You're right.
That's what she had said.
So we talking about it.
Pot, kettle, grill.
Appliance.
Come on. Okay, like why are we here? Why are we here? I don't get it. But yeah, Real Housewives of Potomac B. It's Candace's mouth for me, and I really. It's almost to a point where like it's unbearable because you know what it leads up to and what it builds into, and the fact that you haven't learned the lesson. Like you want us to still feel sorry for you for you getting dragged when you ask somebody to drag you.
First of all, you started this when Monique was pregnant. Okay.
That was she has a problem with pregnant women and women who have children. Because it's always, your beef with people starts when they are with child or just had child.
She was like, I will drag you. Drag me then, Monique. You cannot ask to be okay, you know what? I'm going to just move on.
Don't ask to do, don't listen.
Just move on. You know what it reminds me of?
I'm going to give you what you want.
Let me tell you something about me, myself, and I, right? So you know how, come on, background. Come on. Shoulders.
I'll be my own best friend.
Hey, okay. No, seriously. Okay. We know how we say men should never hit a woman, right? They're stronger. They should
not just come out.
They should not just come out, beat a woman for any reason. However, we are all human, okay? Now, if I punch you 17 times and kick you and slap you, if you just had happened.
If I punch you once, I don't need it to be extreme. If I punch you once and you got trauma.
Listen, I'm not going to not expect. If I did like this to a man, I still do this. Because you're human at the end of the day. I don't know what you going to do just because you're a man. It don't work that way.
That is not how your fight versus flight works.
It just don't work that way.
Fight, flight, freeze. Everybody don't freeze or flight. So you missing a strong F there that y'all ignore. I don't get it.
So that's my theory. I'm not coming at nobody's head if I'm not ready to take whatever you gonna give me back. Okay?
Exactly.
That's the truth of the matter. Everybody grew up with different principles and whatever. When we was kids and you came home and said such and such beat you, your parent was like, take your butt back out there and continue that fight. We know we don't do that around here. I don't know Monique's raisins. And I don't know.
Monique from Jersey.
Okay, so
that's all I'm saying.
You gonna keep coming at my head, and there's gonna be a problem. You cannot expect because your socialite ass grew up in this way where they don't do that.
But also, that's not even fair because them little white girls be in the bathroom having little cat fights, okay, in a bathroom stall, and then they go out, flips hair, powders nose, covers eye with makeup, and then they all gotta come to brunch with each other the next day. So sis, what you mad because she didn't take you in the bathroom and do it? I'm not really sure what you thought was gonna happen when you flung your finger in my face. I don't feel like I gotta be from any part of society for you putting in your hand in my face to be wrong.
Facts.
Your hand flying in my face, you've invaded my space. Whatever I have to do to feel more comfortable,
Now, with that being said, I'm not justifying Monique's actions. All I'm saying is you can't control the outcome of certain things, and you cannot play victim when you played a part in what happened.
She blacked
That's
out.
all I'm
Monique
saying.
blacked out. If you ain't been in her therapy sessions and you didn't know what her triggers were, you should have left the girl alone.
Ooh, preacher.
Like, that's...
I need a revolution. Okay,
listen. You ain't in my therapy sessions. You don't know my triggers.
Stay over there.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna work.
And on that note, this concludes.
All right. Thank you for joining the WCW podcast. It's your girl, your big little sis, De'Azia.
Chelle Antoinette. And make sure you subscribe, hit the little bell, so you can get all the notifications whenever we release something. And yeah.
See you next week.
Bye. I just be trying to be great.
Trying to be great. Trying to be great. Ooh, give me speed the intro. Trying to be great.
No, we need the camera to reach you.
Trying to be great. Trying to be great. Trying to be great. Trying to be great.
From the diaphragm.
I'm trying to be great. Boy, I'm trying to be great.
I'm trying to be great.
I'm trying to be great.
Just trying to be great.
Trying to be great.
Oh Lord, I wanna be.
Oh, I wanna be great.
Wanna be great.
I said I'm trying to be great.
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 Oh, I wanna be great.
Oh Lord,
oh, I wanna be great.
just wanna be great.
Say I wanna be great.
Just wanna be a great
Oh,
time.
won't you let me be great?
Just wanna be a great
Oh,
time.
God, let me be great.
Lord, let me be great.
Oh, let me be great.
Just wanna be great.
Said I wanna be great. Calm yourself so I can calm myself, please. Like, we don't need to do this here. Don't understand it. But yeah, he was fine. And before I went in, I was like, okay, I really think I actually really want to meet Omar. And then speaks.